And welcome back to My Wildlife. We are in for another treat. Uh, every so often, we have some baby goats born on the homestead, and we get to share that experience with you guys. So, we are going to go live here in a second and show off the little babies. Knife making, how you doing? We are just here with a couple baby goats. Let's just ta-da! Okay. Hello, Mama. These little guys were just born. Random Frog, how you doing? Compa Ray, hello. We are just here with a couple freshly born baby goats. I got to get a little bit of that birthing juice out of there, but these guys were just born. Got a couple heat pads set up. Let's just get you up and out of that gunk and get that up and out of here. Lovely, some birth juice. Okay. It's 70 degrees out here in Texas. It is minus 17, but I've got them in the tarped off area. I got 2 heat pads set up. Babies are nice and close to mom. Lots of fresh straw in here, so they should be okay, but we're monitoring them closely. Thank you, Compa. We did just blow dry them with a blow dryer, so they're nice and warm. Or at least dry. So these first few hours, it's crucial to make sure that they get over to mom and eat, and that mom's being a good mom, but she is paying a lot of attention to them. She's right there, right beside them. These are 2 females. So we got mom and 2 baby girls. So these first couple days are kind of critical to make sure they stay nice and warm in here. Thankfully, it has started to warm up. Today's a bit of a cold day, but in here, it's not bad. I've got the roof tarped off. They're in a small enclosure. We got 2 heat pads there. Lots of fresh straw. No drafts, no nothing. I've got the top open here right now just so I can see, but it's warm enough for them. Random Frog says, lines down, mortared almost every day. Ammo supplies low, around 8 trucks left, and we had a lot of injuries and losses. Well, I hope you are doing okay yourself, my friend. So, what I might do, if mom will let us, is try to get this one underneath so that it can at least have a chance to get some food here. There you go. There you go. So she's looking for the teat, doing her thing. This one's warming up its butt by the heat pad. No, don't step on her. Lots of fresh straw, so it's not too bad if mom does step. Mom's generally pretty gentle, but if she does accidentally step on her, at least it's nice and squishy here. She's doing a good job looking for the teat anyway. There it is up there. Right. Oh boy. Let's try to get you guys. So she is right there. She's got it. She's getting milk right there. So what they get for the first little bit is called colostrum. Very important. I'm just kind of guiding mom's foot so she's not standing on her. She's doing a good job lifting her leg. Just making sure she's okay. What's the max baby goats a goat can have? The most we've had at once was 4. I believe they can very rarely have 5. Maybe even 6, but even 4 is considered very rare. So the most we had was 4. And they usually have 1 or 2. No, we have almost always had at least 2. We have had almost always at least 2, but we did our last mama did have 4 babies. We lost the nipple, but maybe she's going for the other one on the far side. And then this one's just warming up his butt. Keep mama's leg off your head. There you go, mama. Yeah, so she's being a very good mom. Kelsey says the max is 8. The sad reality is pretty well anything over 2, it becomes very hard to keep them alive. The mama goat only has udders for 2 of them, and so usually the the biggest ones survive and the other ones don't. When we had 4 last time, I had to make sure that we took the youngest one and converted it to bottle feed. Like not the youngest, they're quadruplets, but the smallest one. So the smallest one, we ended up making sure that it had here, let's get you right in the corner, nice and warm right there. Right there. That way you got 2 heat pads. Because 2 is better than 1. But yeah, mom's being a good mom, baby goat's being a baby goat. I was thinking sheep have 1 or 2, so I thought it would be similar. Yeah, goats generally we have twins. You can have 1. We generally end up with twins. We have had triplets and quadruplets though. So a little bit of everything. For those just tuning in, we just had these baby goats like an hour and a half ago. Here's mama. So these are less than 2 years old, or 2 hours old. And mom's being a really good mom. You see the way mom's licking her? That's stimulating her. This one's chasing for milk. She's not pushing them away. She's being a very good mom. And Compa said, did you help her have her babies? Well, yes and no. So I was actually at work. My wife is the one who helped her and then called me over. But basically, she didn't need much help. Raj, I'm up here in northern Canada. Can you pick up one? Sure, this one's not really doing much. So basically what we had to do, though, mom did a good job, but we had to get the hair dryer. Here it is. It's a little baby. I'm wearing gloves, so it's kind of hard to spin the camera around and show you guys me. But here, mama. Basically, we had to get them towel dried and then air dried with a blow dryer, because it is below 0 degrees here. It is minus 17 Celsius. We got 2 heaters in here, a roof in here. You know, normally I put the tarp down. There is some airflow, but no draft. And so, yeah. And we are in northern Canada. We are in Canada. Mom and her 2 baby goats, making sure the other one's not getting stepped on. So yeah, they are just doing their thing. I see a little head sticking out over there, poking through. And Random said, luckily we are going to be shipped back to the United States in a month. Well, that's good to hear, my friend. Oh, yes. So you see the way the mom is licking the baby? That's a good thing. She's getting their scent, getting familiar with them, making sure she knows which ones are hers. And also just, that's a way to that she can get them dry, although I've already done that, so she doesn't have to work so hard. And it also stimulates them to start looking for the milk. That encourages them to go looking for some milk. Got some straw in her water. It's okay, but let's get that out of there. So there it is, trying to stand up. It's a little awkward to walk in here because it's all fresh straw, so it's fluffy. Hard to get firm ground with your brand new legs. But mom is doing a good job. Where is the father of the goats? He's outside. He's outside with his other 9 lady friends. He doesn't need to be in here. He's just going to be more of a bother than a help. Sad reality, boys. The mom is the most important person in the family. The dad would just be bugging her like, hey, so do you wanna have another baby? And she'd be like, get out of here. So we keep the dad away. So yeah, just chilling here. I figured I'd come on live stream while I'm just hanging out with the goats, monitoring the situation, making sure they're both getting access to food and warmth. Warmth is very important. We can actually tuck you a little closer to the heat pad. Let's feel that pad, make sure it's nice and warm. Yeah, it's getting nice and warm. Oh, yes. Help you stand up a little bit, make sure your legs are feeling good. You're shaking a little bit, and I'm not sure if it's because you're cold or because your legs are brand new and you don't know how to use them yet. A bit of both. It's not that cold in here because I do have the heat pads. How much do they weigh? They probably weigh about a pound each. Somewhere around a pound, I would say. Put her close to mom, see if she'll go after any milk. She's looking. I'll get you a little closer. Just a little closer. Oh. There we go. So yeah, they're just kind of doing their thing. Brand new baby goats. On a side note, if you guys want to learn a thing or two about laser eye surgery, go check out my two newest long-form videos. One is an extended version where I talk about what led me to go down that route, and the other is a more quick guide to how much it costs, what the risks are, and the results I experienced. How long would you keep them in the shed? So they're going to stay in this heated pen for quite a while. They're going to be until the weather is consistently above 0. So I'm going to say they're going to be in here probably 2 to 3 weeks. The baby, I just got to bring fresh food in for the mom. The babies, they just have mom's milk. They got the heat pads in here. For mom, I've got water, but the babies only need the milk. So yeah, they'll probably stay in here for 2 to 3 weeks. Is she having more contractions? There's no more babies in her. We did shed the placenta, but in case there's any other, she's not having contractions. Just trying to get out any extra birthing juices that are in her. So you'll see her kind of do that, but there are no more babies. Pretty well, my experience with the goats is they have all of their babies within a half hour. Like, it's pretty rapid fire. I have not had an experience with any delayed birth after they've already had the babies. And once they do lose the placenta, you're pretty well in the clear, at which point I did pick it up and threw it out of here. So yeah, if anything, she's just trying to shed a little extra birthing juices, but no more babies. Just the 2. Honestly, being someone who's had singles, twins, triplets, and quadruplets, I prefer the twins. When you have twins, you're far less concerned about the baby goats having access to the milk. When you have 3 or 4, they compete for the milk, and you can have smaller babies. And yeah, we've had to bottle feed anytime we have more than 2. There have been times when we've had singles where we've had to bottle feed because mom, typically first-time moms, they don't always know what to do, and if the mom ignores the child or disowns it, we've seen that, then you got to take over to make sure that it gets the food. But yeah, our last set of goats was quadruplets, and one of them we had to take over and bottle feed. But here's hoping to some warmer weather so these guys are nice and cozy and comfy. Oh, yes, yes, yes. If you're not going to eat, I would rather just tuck you into the corner for now where it's nice and warm. Oh, so you can have some access to some heat pads. So yeah, this pen here is around 6 foot by 6 foot. 2 heaters in the corner. Fully walled in. I do have a tarp above to try to trap some of the warmth in here. Lots of fresh bedding, nice and fluffed up so that they can stay warm and dry. Dry is the most important thing here. Compa said, well, my lunch is over, unfortunately. Have a great day, brother. Blessings to the whole family. See if I can catch you on the next live. Thank you, and I appreciate you stopping in. We will chat again soon, I'm sure. Take care, man. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello, babies. So yeah, we got this one just chilling over here. Oh, get your legs under you so you get used to standing. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. But these goats here, their dad is a pygmy goat mixed with silky. Mama here is a pygmy goat. So they are about, a quarter to an eighth silky. But basically, they are pygmy goats. I do have a bunch of mini Nubians. I do have two full-size Alpine Toggenburgs. But these are a miniature breed goat. Mom here is full-size. She's about 60 pounds. My mini Nubians are a little bit bigger, probably 70, 75 pounds. And then the Alpine Toggenburg, full size, closer to 100 pounds. Maybe a little more. We've also got the donkey, cows, chickens, ducks, and rabbits. But right now, it is all about the cute baby goats. So like I said, these guys were born about 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. Very, 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 very brand new babies. If anyone has any questions, any concerns, any plans for the weekend, let's hear it. We are just chilling with the baby goats, making sure everyone is happy and healthy. Oh, yes, mama. Adjust positions for my legs. Oh, sit down. There is the baby. I believe my children want to name them Siri and Anna. So we got Noe, Siri, and Anna. Oh, yes. Oops. Oopsie. Did you decide you didn't know how to stand anymore? Baby goat just decided its legs didn't want to work anymore. So again, if anyone has any questions or any concerns, any plans for the weekend, anyone want to chat about anything at all, let's hear it in the comment section. Don't be shy. We are here to talk. So I am answering any and all questions. Oh, yes, Mom. You got some water over there. You can, help yourself. Is it nice and warm in here, girl? Warmer than out there, I can tell you that. It is about -17 out today. Yesterday was +1. We're talking Celsius. So yesterday was a nice warm day. Today, a little colder. But I believe the forecast is calling for good weather going forward. So we just got to make it through today. Of course, she would wait until after the warm weather to have her babies. Isn't that right, girl? Isn't that right? You're going to routinely see mom lick them. Now, normally the mom licks them constantly for the first while they're born, but we used the blow dryer and dried them off already. But it's important that she gets them dry, but she's still going to check. It's her instincts to lick them, make sure they're dry, and to get their scent, bond with them, and all that fun stuff. We do have 2 other goats that are still due to have their babies anytime. So hopefully they wait a little longer. Wait till it warms up a little more. Hey, girls. Oh, yes. And Yadira is throwing some hearts out in the chat. The one has some white on her belly. I don't know if the other one does. I'll have to talk to the kids and figure out which is which. Which one is going to be Anna and which one's going to be Siri. Oh, yes, Mama. And CJ said, did she just have them? About 2 hours and 40 minutes ago, right around 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. So these guys are less than 3 hours old at this point. They are brand new babies, CJ. She's just licking them, checking them out, smelling them. She's doing a good job staying nice and close to them. She's giving them any opportunity to get some colostrum and some milk. And congrats, how many? Whoa, mama. There's 2. She had twins. Oh, yes, mama. Twins down there, 1 and 2. The most we've had is quadruplets. So she had twins. Her last time getting pregnant and having a baby, she had a single. So it's nice to see some twins. Just cleaning the heat pad. How's that feel on your tongue? It's nice and warm. So there is a baby goat. These are pygmy goats. Pygmy, pygmy. They are a miniature goat breed. I have seen both of them get some colostrum, which is very important. Very important in the first hour and a half to make sure they get some milk off of mom. Get their digestive tract started. Obviously, it's a little colder today. I'm probably going to run an additional heater in here as well as the 2 heat pads. But with the 2 heat pads going, they should be staying pretty warm. Especially tucked in the corner. Lots of fresh bedding. It's nice and fluffy, nice and warm in here. I'll probably add a little bit more in here when I get out of the way. But there they are. Snuggled up by the heat pads. And Georgia says, congratulations, Justin, finally. I know we've been waiting for these babies for a long time. I've been saying for 2 months that they were due any day now. Now, I still have 2 other goats that are still pregnant, also due any day. So hopefully they give us a few days to settle in before they have more. I'd like the weather to get a little bit warmer. I also, if they have more babies, I'm going to have to divide this area in half. Can't have the moms, interacting with the wrong babies because sometimes they can get jerks. CD says, congrats. Thank you, CD. Sometimes what happens is when the mom realizes that she's with babies that aren't her babies, she'll try to headbutt or kick them away, shove them away. So you can't, I don't like having multiple babies and multiple moms in the same enclosure. I know some people do it. I'd rather not. And so if it happens, I'll just have to do a temporary divider down the middle of this area. I have another area, but this is the warmest spot in the barn. It's a nice, tight pad with lots of straw, a couple of heat pads, heated water dish. Hello, baby. So yeah, they're doing good. They are nice, young, and healthy. Oh, yes, Mom. Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom. Mama here, this is No E. Her name is No E because it was supposed to be Noel, but I have children, and you know how that goes. And so instead of Noel, the kids wanted No E. The reason she's Noel is because she was born around Christmas. Not this year, of course. 2 years ago. She's 2 years old. 2 years old with her 2-hour-old babies. It's definitely nice and warm in this corner. Push some straw nice and close to them so that they're nice and warm, tucked, snuggling together. Well, guys, I want to get up and stretch my legs. This was an impromptu couple-hour-old baby goat live stream. I'm going to end the stream now while I'm going to go warm my feet up inside. They seem to be doing happy and healthy, so I think we're just going to let them and check on them periodically here. We'll let them rest and recover. Until next time, guys.